What up everyone, I am the God and welcome back to FriendSim. Gonna continue after Elwood. How many friends we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 friends! Let's get some more. I'm gonna double up here, cuprum of follicle. This will be fun. Wandering deeper into the city, you wash up on the shores of what looks like an even rougher part of town. Comparatively, everything about Eternia is rough, but down here the streets get narrower, dingier, the buildings are run down. Streetlights flicker and the patrolling drones look less inclined to serve and protect and more likely to shoot you and claim it was self-defense. You haven't seen any tracks, but if you had, this place would definitely be on the wrong side of them. Again, empathetically, you don't know where you're talking about. Everything you know has been gleaned from exceedingly painful trial by fire, but this looks like the sort of place no one cares about except for the people who live there. A noisy group of trolls spills onto the street up ahead, and you quickly duck behind a row of garbage cans. Obey! I don't say obey that way. Is it? O-S-E-T. Fish. Fish bitch. You've recently become gun-shy around groups, especially since most of these guys look fancy and are wearing symbols in varying shades of blue. Not to generalise, but blue casts are starting to freak you out. Everyone here messes with you, but the high casts do it with a government sanction. These particular blue casts all look as lost as you did several friends ago, gazing around in various flavours of amusement and frustration. They glance nervously between each other and the looming buildings on either side. I'll have to go and check that, but I definitely would think that says obey. Yeah, because that's a T. That's an O. I think that's a D. Oh, debt. With a hot jolt of adrenaline, you realise you aren't the only person. It sounds like Portal music. And you realise you aren't the only person hiding in a pile of garbage. There's actually someone else. Two someones, actually. What initially you take as one large lumpy troll resolves at second glance into two smaller trolls, a girl and a boy. The girl was clinging to the boy's back like a very greasy sloth. It looks like a pretty precarious position. In your opinion, you've recently become an expert at falling down. Oh, that's definitely less than 8-bit. That's 4-bit. Beep boop. They're both so skinny and stringy, and damn, you thought that smell was from the garbage, but it might be them.
You were just busy with their prosaic lives, walking out of their hives, straight to our trap.
Idiots never see coming. You'd ask if you mean the trolls out the street. Probably you should just mind your own business, but what the fuck have you ever done that before? Also, it's nice to see someone besides you getting mocked for once. You kind of want to join in from the mocking. Fuck you. Where did you come from?
A trash creature. Boy out of trash.
Well, so much as getting mocked, these two are probably equal opportunity mockers. Though they mock everyone. Kind of like Polyper has been with Murder. They keep sniggering. You can't help but thinking you're being called out. Well, I might as well take it lying down. You never know. Lower caste can bite. If you think the high caste can be nice and gentle with you, then there's definitely a chance the low caste can bite. Never thought about what a weirdly sexual idiom that is. Regardless, you decide to swallow your protest. Hey, that's pretty sexual also. Thanks, English language. You don't want to start out a friendship with hostility. If you had had parents, they would get told you that two wrongs don't make a right. Except with these two. You could argue it isn't worth trying to befriend people who are open with insults. But that's just how people are here. You've got to roll with it or get out of town, and since you literally can't go anywhere, you'll just roll. And you really, really want more friends. Addiction is a powerful thing. You admit you don't have a lusus and that you're pretty used to insults these days. You exclude an affected struggle to demonstrate just how easily everything rolls off your back. Imagine a cute little kick to the pavement and hang your head, even if you aren't quite sure what you did wrong.
Lol, rusty dunk on your own damn self. Don't have to do shit.
This could be kind of relaxing for us. The girl turns her weird spidery face towards you. You should come hang out.
Wait, what? You want to hang out with this bottom feeder? You look like a huge drag. I don't have enough just right with your ass to drag around.
Oh man, you've really hit the jackpot with these guys. 2 friends for the price of 1.
To answer your question earlier, that you may have forgotten you asked, Cooper hacked the Palm Husk GPS to bring them down here. Is your excited ship with that fancy tech?
Goldcaste are all arguing now. Someone throws a punch. You figure it's a good prank, if a little mean-spirited. Follicle stops yanking at Cooper's hair to look at you.
Well, you really are pretty basic. Hey, Cuprum.
She gives his hair another yank like it's his reins, and he's her horse. Cuprum grins, showing a bunch of big blunt teeth. He raises a hand that crackles a bunch of white-hot energy. Your stomach clenches and your feet leave the pavement just enough for your toes to drag along the ground as you float over them. For a few seconds you have zero control over your body. Cuprum lets to go and you land hard enough on one of your heels to make your ankles twinge. One of the flickering streetlights shines down on Follicle's face. What you initially taken as deep-set eyes are actually no eyes. There are black holes in her face. It looks super creepy and also super painful.
Yeah? So what? You think I would just have eyes like some kind of normie?
I really wouldn't accuse you of that. That isn't really a word you have in a lexicon.
LOL!
Keeps doing that, saying the word instead of laughing. It's actually a hell of a power play.
Goddamn it doesn't know the case of white rot when they see it. Haven't you never met a goldcaste before?
You have? You are sure Sivara accounts. You're an internet celebrity for one thing. For another, they have eyes. Well, one eye and the other wasn't lost to void rot, whatever the hell that is. You wonder if that's why she's on top of Cuprum. It's like some kind of combination steed and seeing eye dog.
Void rot means our body doesn't retain energy like it's supposed to. Just look it up on Google. It means I'm dying constantly, all the time.
You must point out that technically everyone is dying all the time. But he says this isn't the moment for fake deep fuckery. That really sounds like it blows, though. You tell her how sorry you are.
What you mean? Why would you be sorry? You didn't do anything. Besides, stand there, looking ugly. Your kids think it makes a difference. Like, what do they think it matters? Can't wait for Susie to take this one to the colours fields for a little liner.
Rest and relaxation? That sounds nice, actually.
Rampage and rendering.
Well, and here was me thinking we could get through a whole conversation without bringing up precious treasure.
Oh, treasure rolls. I love treasure.
Okay, well, why didn't you eat out of a bulge then?
I know. Dipshit.
You rack your recent memories trying to figure out who the treasure is, or who.
Treasure is basically the third member of this relationship. Considering how goddamn horny you are. You got cybernetic tentacles up in your,
Wow.
What? That's supposed to make me feel bad? Sounds great, actually. You watch too much Eastern Alternian pornography. She'll be way better than sitting around with you. Always sucking me dry.
Whoa, boy! This sure is something you're witnessing right here. It must be that black chromosome stuff Zebra had briefly filled you in on. You got a hip and compliment on the obviously incredibly healthy pitch romance they got going on here. Because everyone knows there's nothing like two people in love. It's nothing like two people in a lover's spat more. Hang on, let's start again. Because as everyone knows, there's nothing two people in a lover's spat like more than someone who's interrupting them to spout random bits of cultural knowledge. This separates them, metaphorically at least. Physically, Follicle stays clinging to Cuprum's back.
Jog again, fuckballs!
We're pale.
So pale.
No, pale. That's a nice one. The petting one. Where you talk about your feelings and then don't have sex.
What? You got something to say?
Guys seem like you're in a wonderful, stable relationship, because I really don't know.
Right.
Glad you understand. You don't feel great about this. It's not cool to tell lies, especially not to your new friends. But it's also not cool to neg your rad new friend's relationship, especially when you don't know how the fuck any of this stuff works. Honestly, you should probably come up with some sort of mimic for you, how little you know about anything at all. You don't know what that means. Gogdamn. You workshop it.
So you actually seem okay. Obviously a huge normie freak. But okay.
I wonder what kind of people Cuprum has been hanging out with if he thinks you look normal. At this point you're, what, dressed in a bathrobe, sunburned, slathering in sparkly lotion, possibly a bunch of other stuff you can't remember right now. His friends must look really wild. We hope that whoever those friends are will be your friends too. No, I'm thinking about looks. A group of blue casts out the street. Maybe they could use some friends too. You're getting the vapours of just a thought of all these potential connections. You start around the dumpster to find out. Cuprum grabs the back of your shirt. Where do you think you're going?
Idiot tries to make decisions for themselves. The decisions are bad. Nobody's fucking surprised. La 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 la.
You point out very respectably that all these people look pretty lost and confused. You assume the prank is over now. Everyone can shake hands and go on as friends. This is idiotic considering what you've learned about Alternia up until now.
No prank. This is war.
It's not over until all of them are dead or crying. Well, okay, as long as you aren't the one dead or crying. None of the high casts look too close to doing either, though. They're standing in a clump in the central street, nervous but fine. It's just a minor inconvenience, like a flat tire, or a spilled cup of coffee. They have been lured into the slums by some greasy nerds, but Falcon Cuprum didn't seem to plan on doing anything besides watching and giggling. One of the blue casts is a smallish girl with a cerulean symbol, and her hair clips is standing a little apart from the group, furiously texting.
That's really when dirty booger starts losing her cool.
Should have known one of them would crack. You aren't sure what's going on. Yazbuk. Still not great. Burglaries. Calling the damn drones. Usually high casts wouldn't go running to them like that. Don't want to admit low cast got one over on them.
When you get owned, fucking own it!
That could go on a t-shirt. Volk and Cuprum seem bummed that their prank is going to end so fast, with so little damage done. But isn't that the point of a prank, that everyone gets out of it relatively unscathed? Anything more than that, it becomes assault. Overhead there is a whir and a clank, loud but not enough to prepare you for the damn flying bus coming in for a landing on the street. Holy shit! You don't think you've ever been so excited about public transportation? Well, at least it's not the battle bus. You are confident that continuing to ramble across the sailing world will be the best thing for you. Well, gosh, it'd be nice to rest your feet for a little while. Even better, none of the trolls getting on the bus seem to have any money or travel passes. Perfect. You don't have any of those either. You start around the trash pile again, and this time 2 pairs of hands grab you on the back of your shirt. Dude, where the hell are you going? You need to explain that you want to catch the bus before it takes off again. You have no idea how long it will be before another one arrives. Follow Cuprum look at you like you're crazy. Well, Cuprum looks at you and Follow kind of looks over your shoulder. Can you call it looking if someone doesn't have any eyes?
Listen, I know we make jokes about the intelligence of everyone around us. It's just our thing, but you're actually are you actually mentally handicapped? Do you have a disorder? You can't just get on a chartered scuttle buggy. That's for cerulean and up. Maybe teal if they got a death wish. Ugh, this damn human spectrum thing again. I really need to get someone to sit down and explain how all of this works, preferably without calling you an idiot the whole time or hitting on you. It just seems so arbitrary. At least like the oppressive power structures from the planet make sense. Well, no they don't actually, but you're used to them, which makes them much more better and more acceptable. You hang back as all the blue casts get on the bus. It occurs to you that even though it was their prank that lured the blue casts down here, Falcon and Cuprum had to watch it all unfold from behind a dumpster. They don't dare do anything head on. Well, they support just randomly attacking people in the street, but it's kind of fucked up that only a certain kind of violence is acceptable, aimed at a very specific direction. Judging from how easily Cuprum picked you up with his brain, he could hold his own in a fight, no problem. The bus takes off, blasting a backdraft that rattles the empty cans and crumples bits of garbage in the gutter. Stillness descends in the alley. Wow, that was anticlimactic.
Gogdamn said they were calling the drones, but a bus came instead. Maybe calling the drones can mean a whole bunch of things, like calling 911 can be to, calling 911 can be to report a robbery, assault, or someone's leg falling off. His legs come off! I'm folding them! Or that's what you think until you hear the distance of the quickly closing pound of Giant's footsteps. Ah, fuck! Time to go. Volko wraps her arms more securely around Gogdamn and he takes off. Like, literally takes off. First, you think he's wearing those shoes from the little wheels on the bottom? The kind kids wear to crash into stuff at the mall. Oh, Heelys. But no, he's hovering half an inch off the ground. You have to run to keep up with him, and your steps seem distressingly loud on the pavement. A familiar weightlessness shoots through your limbs, settling in your guts. Energy crackles around you, picking you up off the ground and pulling you along behind them. He has enough power to flip both of you at once, all the while carrying his girlfriend on his back. You pretty much don't know about psychics, stick a map, but that's pretty damn impressive. The three of you round a corner and forget all about it, impressed, because you're too busy freaking the fuck out. You were so busy worrying about the drones coming from behind you that you did not consider the possibility of one closing in on the front. This one is smallish, but it's still a lot bigger than you and a lot spinier, and it's more endowed with the dangerous lasers. Lasers! It's more focused on the three of you instead of someone else. You, Follicle, and Gogdamn make a similar noise. It goes a little bit like The smash at the end comes from Gogdamn picking all three of you up with his brain and tossing you just as drones shoots a laser from out of its torso. My mouth is incredibly dry. I'm shivering and my back hurts. It blasts the pavement when you've been standing into a craggy, smouldering chunk. You tumble feet over ass into the alley wall. A concerning pain twinges through your healing ribs, but you're just so used to the injuries at the point you barely wince. What's more concerning is Follicle. The blast rips her off Gogdamn and sends her down the opposite direction, against the alley wall, with you. She immediately curls into a ball, like a pill bug with a lot of hair. She doesn't respond to when you ask if she's okay, and you're not sure if you should touch her. You shouldn't you shouldn't move injured people, right? Especially with not injured people with void rot. Fine. I'll live. Oh fuck. The drone has 50-50 chance of coming in your direction instead of Gogdamn's, and surprise! It did! It moves altogether way too fast for something that size. Aren't big things supposed to be slow? That's what video games taught you. Video games wouldn't lie, would they? Fuck. Shit. Hell, you've come all this way, dodged so many dangers and made so many friends, and now you're just gonna get lasered by some huge spiky robot monster thing. I think robots that kind of look organic, but so do like the couches here. But you digress, it's going to kill you. But instead of dealing you with a quick fatal blow, the drone stops at the centre of the street. Its big ugly head swivels towards Follicle. Oh god. Is it possible you found someone more colourable? Is it possible that you found someone more colourable than you are? Alternia definitely doesn't seem like a great place to be the Winky's link. Goodbye! As usual, you are next to useless. All you can do is watch as the drone takes heavy steps towards her. Desperate, you kick a nearby trash can. You shout to make as much noise as make as much noise as you can, trying to draw its attention. Once you have it, you aren't sure what you're going to do with it, but you aren't worried about that now. The drone grinds to an uncertain halt. Its head slowly turns between you, then back to Follicle. It can't make its mind. Should it go for the void rot or the noisy asshole? You look around for weapons while it's frozen in indecision. There's nothing here but empty bottles and tiny pieces of concrete. You really are a worthless wreck. Your new friend is about to get stomped or blasted or kicked with a giant metal leg, and all you can do is hop around like a maniac and smack a trash can. Fuck! Luckily, for once, you aren't the only one here. Your new friend already has a friend. You're really friend crashing here. Gogdamn doesn't screw around. He rises up on a wave of crackling power, attacking the drone by, well, basically just putting his hands on its big ugly head and discharging as much energy as possible, frying whatever brainstem the thing has. You try to be at least bit useful and drag Follicle out of the way of the drones as it falls, but it doesn't fall, it just shuts down. The evil red glow of its eyes dies and goes still. It becomes just a giant ugly statue of an alien robot in the middle of a filthy street. Gogdamn drops like a rock before he evens out of the air, and before he's even out of the air, he's on his way to Follicle. He shoves you out the way.
Fall, are you okay? Please say you're okay. What the fuck, Fall?
Follicle wallows her face and Follicle buries her face in Gogdamn's chest, her two little fists clinging tight to his arms. Her shoulders rise and fall. She's taking huge breaths like she can't get her lungs to work right. trolls even have lungs? They'd probably call them something weird. Respiratory sacs, breath glands, suck sphincters.
I'm fine.
Idiot. Make a snide comment when you're ready to go concerning appreciated your loved ones whilst you can before the big metal monster comes and squishes them. But sitting here watching Gogdamn hold follicle like he never wants to let her go, well, all he's sliding those drains into a puddle at your feet. You don't know them. You don't know their life. Their relationship might not be the healthiest, but honestly, whose is? We've seen some really bad shit, both here and back home.
Hey, you okay, dork?
Yeah, you really are. Thanks for them. Made 2 friends! Well, that brings us up to 11, 12, 13. 13 friends! Oh, God, well, my throat hurts after that. Well, thank you so much. Stick around if you want to see who I'm going to friend next. There'll probably be a bad endings of this and with the L word at some point. But for now, just sit tight and stay shiny. Oh, and happy 413 tomorrow.